Recording in progress.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Hi everybody, joining us now is Interim head coach Sarah Lowdon. Sarah, congratulations on a great season. Just kind of your overall thoughts on tonight's match and the season as a whole.
Yeah, obviously not the result we wanted, but can't fault the players enough. They never gave up. They fought all season. We talked about last night and kind of today what we want to see on the field, like what we want the fans to see on the field, and what we kind of want to see out of ourselves. And we talked about passion, great discipline, fun, and bravery. And I think we've had that from the players all season long.
Thank you for that. We'll go to questions now. Maggie, go ahead.
Hey Sarah, it kind of you guys looked great in the first half and dissipated a little bit in the second. What was the decision to kind of hold off on subs a little? If you guys subbed a little later than normal.
That's a good question. I mean, I don't think we really did per se. I mean, I think we give the ball. I think honestly in the first half and the second half, I thought we give the ball away a lot. Just unforced errors. Just took too long to make decisions. Pockets of space were open, and then we would take 2-3 touches. But again, I think over the last 3 games, as a staff, we're trying to make sure that we manage the game properly. And we knew this game was going to be very similar to the Angel City game, where we could see potentially 3 or 4 numbers up front, maybe even 5, and we knew Orlando was at some point wasn't going to have to sit off. They were going to have to get after us. So I think just kind of seeing kind of what they were going to do, and then we could make decisions from there.
PK, Katie Lynn with the foul in the box. What are your thoughts on that? It did look. I mean, James said it looked a little soft. I would agree, but what were your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I haven't seen it back, but I have heard that it was soft. But I think again, when you there's always a chance that can happen, and we've seen them given. So it's just unfortunate, and obviously when it's someone like Mortar, it's tough, especially at home for them.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you.
Theo, go ahead.
Hi Sarah, unlucky tonight. Sorry, I've been really sick this week. Can you hear me all right?
I can hear you. Hope you feel better soon.
Thank you. Yeah, no video this time. Yeah, unlucky tonight. What kind of can you take away from it? It's obviously the end of the season, so it feels like a kind of a weird time to focus on one game. But what do you kind of take away from this game looking forward, if you can?
Yeah, I said to the players before the game, like the pre-game message was always about like, what do you look forward most? Is it the journey or the destination? And for us, it's about the company, and I think that's so important. As as a staff, we're all really proud to have been on this journey with the group of players. I think we've got lots of work to do in the off season, but we've got some building blocks to do that. And so, like I said, I think it's the company that you're around. Obviously, you're around each other for long periods of time. It's a long season, and there's I guess that's what I'm most proud of, is just the group in general, and they gave everything, absolutely everything, and I think it speaks volumes. Eventually, you're gonna get good outcomes when you give everything.
Love that. On a bigger scope, this season is finishing 10 points behind last season's total. You were around for both. How is that a sense that maybe the team, its potential, like you said, that hard work that needs to be done, has gone back a step this year? Mm-hmm. How is the team reflecting on that kind of after tonight, kind of on the whole season as a whole?
Yeah, it's a great question. I think when you look back, I mean, you look at like the Angel City game, for example, and how many opportunities we created and didn't kind of execute. I think we had the energy, we had the edge, we didn't execute. And I think when you look back at the season, not just that game was, I thought, was our best performance of the season in terms of how well we played and the chances we created. But you look at the games that we had at home that we tied, and we just didn't have that edge, if you like, to kind of get over the line. I think that's kind of the difference is, whether you're picking up points on the road, but you're not picking up points at home. And I think that's been kind of a trend in both seasons that I've been here. But again, you look back at kind of the results that we've had at home over the course of the season, and kind of not being able to get over that line to get 3 points.
And has this short format run changed your feelings, opinions of being a head coach for the Houston Dash or for anyone else?
I think it has to be what's best for the club, what's best for the players, and what's best for the staff moving forward. To be honest, I've just been kind of in the here and now, but yeah, I think that's the most important thing. It's what's best for the organisation, the players, and the staff. And I just want to give a shout out to the staff as well. Obviously, kind of unforeseen circumstances, and so everybody's pitched in and done more than what's been asked, and so without them, we wouldn't be here.
And finally, so what's next? A holiday, or kind of go back and a bit of detox in the training room with the players, or what does next week look like, the next couple of weeks for you and the group?
It's not a holiday, I can tell you that. I think it's get back to the office and we get a plan in place and kind of see where everything stands, and then I think it's just eventually there will be a break for everybody. I think it's super important to recharge and re-energize, but we'll get back to work next week and kind of get a plan in place.
Thanks so much for your time, Sarah, and lucky tonight.
Thanks, Theo. Feel better.
Thank you, everybody.